Well, hi there. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how to reconstruct your crystals or your Herkimer diamonds if you have some nice pieces. So first off, you're going to need this. This is what I recommend, the water clear bonding epoxy 330. Seems to work really nicely. It comes with, two little guys here. You got your hardener and the other one here being your resin. You're also going to need a plate with some calcite and dolomite, depending on your crystals. You're going to need 2 Q-tips and something to mix the resin with. You can just use these if you want. But also, most importantly, you're going to need your crystals. Your crystals that you're reconstructing. So we have this, we got all this, calcite and dolomite here, right? We're going to take this calcite, mix it up, and we're actually going to fill the inside of this, and we're going to make it look natural. So that's kind of what I have done here. As you can see, all this calcite added. I even added a couple crystals just to make it look a little nicer. You want to get a little bit of this on your plate. This will be the perfect video to show you guys how to reconstruct your crystals. Just gotta mix this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, just give it a nice little mix. Just gotta mix the two together before it actually works. Right, so my situation, being a little unique here, having host rock I'm attaching back to a crystal. Most people wouldn't even bother, but I think it looks cool, and being put back on here with the host rock would look even cooler. So let me show you what I'm going to do with this right now. Alright, okay, so I have crystals upside down. If you have something like this that's really fragile like I have here, it's probably best not to use paper towels, but it's working. But yeah, this is what I'm going to end up filling in here. I'm going to take some of this resin, I'm going to mix it with the calcite and dolomite. We're going to fill in that hole. I'm just using this. I'm just clumping it up, and I'm mixing it around so that, it doesn't really matter what it looks like on the inside. All right. It looks a little kind of gross. Calcite and dolomite. Oops, sorry. Putting it right in the hole. Here, let me get better footage. There we are. Alright, we have our arts and crafts project going on here. Just like that. If I put more calcite there, it's just going to look natural, like it just continues. Calcite there. So, after a little bit more material, we pretty much have it level. Look at that. Alright, so this is pretty much leveled off here. We have the other side. And, while it is still wet, you want to take the final finishing touches here, and you just want to sprinkle the dolomite calcite. It's going to start looking like a little calcite seam. And that's why it's actually good to get a little bit on the outside. And further progress, getting a little bit better on this side. So pretty much I'm just trying to fill in every little gap here with some sort of crystal. I'm not even halfway done yet, but alright, a little more progress. It's starting to look a little bit more like a little calcite seam. Looking a little bit better. Alright, so it's not complete, but I mean, does that not look natural? At least this bit? That needs to be, probably put a little bit more calcite, probably all in here, just to make it look a little bit more natural than that. But, that's how you do it. That's how you reconstruct some dolomite crystals. And a little bit more progress. It's starting to get to the point, almost to the point of where I like it to be. I don't know. What do you think? Could you tell that this was reconstructed from a distance? You can still see a little bit of the shine here and there. So I just have to get rid of that, and then it'll be solid. Alright, and here, this is how this is turning out. I think I'm going to leave it like this for now, because I really want to get it onto these two other hercs just to see how it looks. Alright, so we have our crystals here, and a brand new plate because the other one, well, I haven't used it in a few days. Kind of just letting this guy dry for a little bit. But we're gonna mix this up a little bit. Got the amethyst crystal here to hold the plate down so I can actually mix this up without the plate sliding. And ooh, let's get this. Yeah, we're just gonna go right here. This is where the keyhole is. So every little part here, you are going to want to get that. You're going to want to hit that with this epoxy. Now you only need to do one side. I mean, you can do both sides if you want, but if you have a crystal that has a perfect fit like this one, you really don't need to do both sides. These ones I only did one side and they immediately stuck. I couldn't even pull them apart when I immediately put them together. So, all right. So now we will connect this here to right over here. Hard to see, hard to even tell, but here we go. Just like that. So obviously this isn't going to stay, so I'm going to have to put something underneath this crystal here to actually hold it up and keep it in place. But yeah, this is how the cluster is going to look when it's finally all glued. This is going to be insane. Alright, I know this might look a little silly here, having the rubber bands on here, but it was the only way I could get it tight enough to where the middle here wouldn't have like a little space in between. There is a tiny one, but that's as close as I can get it. And I got this little rock helping this guy stay up here. But yeah, I'll probably give this a couple days at least. Maybe, you know, got the heat on in here, so that's gonna help. But hopefully, you know, a couple days, take the rubber bands off and see how it looks. Alright guys, here it is, all healed up, the 3-piece cluster. This thing came out to be about 6 pounds. And I mean, look at the faces on those crystals. It's still absolutely beautiful. What a beautiful cluster found at Mohawk Valley Mineral Mining.